Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video here today from The Wall titled Ungrateful Fiancé Demands That Her Fiancé Pay for Her 8 Friends' Dinner, but it backfired on her. Now, this video was suggested to me by Matrix of Madness. I'm going to leave both of their channels linked in the pinned comment. Make sure you go and check them out, and let's jump right into the video.
One of the best pieces of advice I've ever read about relationships is this. A man calling you baby means nothing. A man moving into your house means nothing. A man calling you his girlfriend means nothing. A man marrying you means nothing. Do you know what means something? A man changing his ways to keep you. That's what means something.
You gotta love how modern women will choose a man specifically to try and change him. Why did you choose a man that you had to change in the first place? That's always been very interesting to me.
If you need therapy, which you do, we all do, okay, let's just get that out of the way. I have a hack for you that is going to change your life, and in my opinion, has at times been even more healing to me than therapy is. It's easy, it's accessible, it's fucking free. Okay, open up your phone's front camera, set it up, prop it up on something, and just start fucking talking to yourself. You are going to feel crazy at first. There's a learning curve to this, okay? Just know that if you feel crazy, that's normal, it's okay. But something about looking yourself in the eyes and talking through your problems or your insecurities, or even like the ways that you're mean to yourself or self-sabotaging, you have this new level of compassion for yourself.
I mean, I just think you're absolutely crazy. But you know what? This makes for fantastic content, because a lot of what these women do is they jump on the internet, they start ranting to themselves about their problems, and then inevitably they think to themselves, hey, this would be great content to upload. And then they upload and it becomes hilarious content to cover here on this channel.
It has been so healing to me and has been the source of some of my greatest breakthroughs. So 10 out of 10, I recommend.
This seems more like advice for people who are so narcissistic they would record themselves just to feel like they're talking to themselves. It's like talking alone, but more modern. Though in my day, if you saw someone talking to themselves, we call them crazy. But nowadays, if you're normal, they call you old-fashioned, and if you seem crazy, they call you modern. That's the way things are now. And then there are women who now share all their problems on TikTok for a bunch of strangers who don't even care to find out about their lives.
Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. They always post these videos publicly online to literally anybody, and then they start asking themselves questions like, you know, where are all of the men? Why don't men want to commit to me, and things like this? And there are many reasons why men don't want to do this, but you know, they'll come across a woman like this, they'll come across her social media, and they'll immediately think to themselves, no thank you. I don't want to deal with the craziness. Why is this woman just posting videos of herself ranting to her camera over on TikTok? Because you know, as the man, you're going to be the next subject of one of those videos.
If that doesn't seem strange to you, I don't know what will.
Hello, it's Dusty Thunder with another Reddit story for you here. This one is titled, Am I the Astronaut If I Break Up With My Fiancé After She Showed a Startling Change of Behavior After Getting Engaged? I, male 32, just recently proposed to my girlfriend of 2 years, Sharon, female 30, like a month and a half ago. And it feels like the second the ring got on her finger, her attitude and behavior took a total 180. The entire time we were dating, we seemed exceptionally compatible. At least it seemed we shared common beliefs and morals. 7 weeks ago, I proposed and she said yes, and I felt like it was the happiest moment for the two of us. But not even a week later, it's like her attitude totally flipped. I thought I knew all of her friends, but one day I came home and there were 6 women I've never seen before, and Sharon introduced me to them. I was curious as to why I was just now meeting them when I already met Sharon's 2 best friends, Michelle and Octavia, both not present. Over a year and a half ago, Sharon said she wanted to make sure that we were a sure thing before I met her inner circle. When getting engaged means you're a sure thing. I found this strange, not to mention it was a weeknight and they were quickly draining my wine rack. Sharon still had her own place, but she stayed with me so often she practically lives here. Still, I found it incredibly rude when they left with 4 empty bottles of rosé in their wake. I tried to talk to Sharon about having uninvited guests on weeknights, and she dismissed my grievance very flippantly. More, that she brushed me off. The following week, she went out with the girls several times, and when she brought the girls to my place, twice without notice, once with notice to appease me, her words, they all treated me like a butler, shaking their empty wine glasses at me for refills.
Yeah, see, this is where, guys, this guy made a mistake, okay? Marrying a woman at 30 years of age. You know what this is for women, guys? When women, here's what happens. Women go out there, they screw around for their entire 20s, they realize that they are running out of time, and they realize that now is the time to find some simp who's going to look after her for the rest of her life. So she wants to get married as quickly as possible. Right? Within 2 years, she needs you to propose, kind of thing. Okay? And dudes go out here and they do that because they think that they're loved by the woman. But the truth of the matter is that the woman is only with them for necessity. Needs to get married, needs to have kids because her biological clock is running out. The conversations at her, dinners and things like this, her family dinners are getting a bit awkward because she still doesn't have anybody because she's been screwing around the entire time. And, women, what they do is they get married at this age because it's out of necessity, not because they love you or because they care about you. Point in case, all of these men out here getting disrespected when they choose to marry these women.
Her words, they all treated me like a butler, shaking their empty wine glasses at me for refills. Time out, because look, if you brought the girlies home and I was available, I'd butler for you because I love you and that's what I would want to do. But if some bitch starts shaking an empty wine glass at me, get out! Out! No.
No, I mean, they're stealing the guy's drinks and things like this, right? It's his house. These are his, it's his wine, as it were. These girls are just coming over, drinking all of his resources, expecting refills. Even without the refills, it's highly disrespectful, man. Like, what these people feel entitled to enter into this dude's house and then take his, his wine that he spent his money on, guys. It was disrespectful long before the women started shaking their glasses.
Leave the glass, put the bottle down, put the glass down, and get the out. More wine.
Oh, hell no!
Completely agree. I've been telling her to leave my house for a while now. Plus, it's such a lack of respect from this woman. If you don't live with me, why are you bringing your friends to my place to throw a party when you have your own home? And who's going to clean up the mess these women are going to leave behind? You see where this is going, right? If Sharon thought that putting on the ring gave her the right to turn your house into her party room, it's clear something was wrong from the start. How is it that you're just now meeting her friends? What else has she been hiding?
After the fourth time, I made it clear that I will get a locked wine rack. Sharon just called me no fun after that. It gets worse. Sharon decided that me and the girls got off on the wrong foot and said that we should have dinner together at a nice restaurant. You know that means that she wants you to buy them all a very fancy dinner, right? Well, I went, and it was not great. The six kept prodding me about my life, my house, my career, but they deflected every question that I asked.
Yeah, because they don't have a life and because they don't have a career. This is exactly what I mean, man. What did I say? This marriage is something that this woman is doing out of necessity because this man has his own house. He sounds like he's successful, right? They're obviously going over there to take his resources. They're prodding about his career. This just sounds to me like a man who's wealthy. So Sharon, this woman here, thought she could shack up with him and he'd be the good little simp that does everything that she tells him to do, guys. This is what I'm saying, okay? If you're a man, particularly if you're a successful guy, you will become a target for awful women like this who don't respect you, who don't care about you, who are interested in... They're only interested in you because it's self-serving, you see? But of course, this man is expected to pay for dinner for all of these different women here.
It got especially bad at night when they started talking about modern relationships and jealousy. And one of them brought up some key points about relationships that I thought Sharon and I were on the same page about.
Oh, this will be good.
Specifically, what ifs regarding polygamy and being friends with exes. To my shock, Sharon said that we shouldn't be too hasty on such decisions, which was a total 180 to how she expressed herself on these things only a month prior, where she was vehemently against keeping ex-intimate partners and friend circles and was staunchly monogamous. The worst part was when the bill arrived, Sharon announced it should be together and slid me the check. I told her she can't be serious, and we got into a bit of an argument. I ended it by putting my amount down in cash and walked out, leaving them to figure out the rest of the bill.
Good on this man, okay? And so this woman changed her tune real quick. Oh, I should be able to keep ex-boyfriends. I should be able to keep, exes around and things like this. And guys, this is what I'm saying, okay, is you have these women who get to 30, They get married out of convenience. What, do you think they were angels beforehand? Right? Oh, she was just unlucky in so many different relationships. No, they've been screwing around with a bunch of different bad boys, and now they need you to open your wallet and for you to look after them. It's disgusting, man.
I ended it by putting my amount down in cash and walked out, leaving them to figure out the rest of the bill. The next days after that, Sharon kept calling me toxic and fragile. But every time I pushed at it, she would give me an apology and promise that she was just stressed at work. It's nuts. We haven't even planned the wedding yet. The worst part was this Monday when at work I got a Nest doorbell alert, checked and saw Sharon and one of her 6 new friends arriving at my place, going in and exiting with my golf clubs. This set was a gift from my father and it cost a pretty penny too. So Sharon lending it out with my permission got me pissed. I immediately called Sharon and told her and her friend to return the clubs. Sharon tried to gaslight me with, "But you promised to lend the clubs to her boyfriend, remember?" I told her the club's cost would move it into a serious crime, and her friend had an hour to return them or the cops would be called. Sharon kept insisting she got my permission, and I told her to cut the crap. Well, not 45 minutes later, I got another notification of Sharon and her friend coming back with the clubs and going inside, leaving them. Sharon's friend flipping off the Nest doorbell on the way out. I got home and saw Sharon's friend literally just threw the clubs and bag on the living room floor.
Yeah, okay, so here we have a classic example of a man putting up with things that he should not be putting up with, okay? The women are treating his possessions like they're theirs. He's being treated like crap. And I want you guys to notice how when men don't give away their resources, when they don't agree, then what happens is the shaming language comes out. Oh, what? You won't let us drink your house dry? You won't let us steal essentially your golf clubs that are worth a lot of money? You won't pay for all of our things? We didn't even ask you, mind you. Then you're just fragile, okay? The insulting language starts to come out, the words of like, you know, you're not a real man, or it's the men are gaslit and we're told that we're the problem for not giving resources for people that we don't even know, mind you. Also, this woman is so damn disrespectful. She doesn't even deserve the resources, guys. She's treating everything as if it's her own. You know, like, oh, these are mine, these are mine. Yeah, you can borrow whatever you want. It's like, this is this dude's house. He probably worked really hard for it.
Sharon tried to talk to me about my toxicity again, and
yes, his toxicity.
Told her again to cut the crap. I said if I knew this is how she was, I never would have proposed. That seemed to freak her out, and she again insisted that she was just stressed at work, but I wasn't buying it anymore. I told her to return the ring and her key, and we would talk about our relationship this weekend. She cried, and she begged me not to cancel the engagement and insisted that it was just stress. I told her again that we will talk about it this weekend. She finally relented. I had my house rekeyed anyways after she left just to be safe.
Smart man. Get the house rekeyed because you know that these people are going to try and break in and steal your things again, okay? And what this woman is trying to do, guys, make no mistake, this is what a lot of women do these days, right? Is they try and keep up the mask of being a nice human being, but really what she needs is she wants this marriage to go through because this man is stability. That's why she's not even trying that hard, to be honest, but she's holding back the crazy a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Because she wants this marriage to go forward so that she can have a crack at stealing this dude's money. She cares about the stability. She cares about the money this guy provides. She doesn't give a damn about him. And so what she's doing is she's trying to make it work for the minimum amount of time possible.
Sharon has been texting me constant messages of love and apologies for getting swept up and insisting she was only wanting to show me off to her close friends.
Ah, yes, show him off by treating him terribly in front of them.
Is that what showing you off is like? I don't know, I'm just not buying it. The same close friends have been sending me texts daily calling me toxic and fragile again, saying they knew I wasn't man enough for Sharon or secure enough to share with her friends. Share? A few of my friends that knew Sharon the entire 2 years we were dating were surprised and can't even believe she turned Hyde this quick, and that there must be something missing or that I'm leaving something out. They said I must have said something to trigger her friends to act like this, and I had to have been the asshole somewhere along the process. I don't know. It's a lot to take from all directions right now.
Fuck up, you crazy bitch whore!
Isn't it crazy, guys, how the man is always suggested as the problem, right? It's like The reason why everything is going the way it is because the man's the problem. He should do something differently about it. It's incredibly disgusting to me how these particular things are framed, right? The man did something wrong. He needs to do something different. He obviously left something out, when the truth of the matter is that a lot of these women are just crazy, to be honest with you. But let's continue.
The friends being like, I don't know, you must have done something to this up. Be like, hey, you, by the way, like you just did something to this up. With that assessment, asshole, it's got to be your fault, right? They wouldn't just be like this. Now, these friends were always like this. You didn't get introduced to them until after you put a ring on it. And then she somehow took that as, you're my bitch now, and treated you like her bitch in front of her friends, because that's what they think is cool. And apparently to be man enough to be with her, you have to be her bitch and be willing to be treated like shit and let her friends do the same and just take shit from you. It's all good. That's being man enough for them. Cool. Top comment. Oh, no, dude.
Isn't it interesting how oftentimes these women will always phrase things like, in order to be a real man, their definition of a real man is also something that's always incredibly self-serving. For example, you're a real man, but only if you buy me things. You're a real man, but only if you let me treat you terribly. You see how this works? It's always some sort of self-serving definition of what a man is or what masculinity is.
You need to end this relationship. She has been putting on a false front the whole time. She knows how toxic they are. She figured now that you had proposed, you couldn't leave. That's who she really is. The person you dated for 2 years, that's a false front to get the proposal. It's like abusers who never hurt their spouse until after they're married. They know that they need to hide it because they know it will drive the partner away. They wait till the commitment is deep enough. She showed her hand too fast and too early. Agree with that. Kick her ass to the curb immediately. Call her out on every gaslight. Every time she cries and says she's stressed or whatever, ask her why she lies 100% of the time in front of her friends then. If she's telling the truth, they can come over, and in front of her friends, she will for the whole evening disagree with them on polygamy, open relationships, your role, they need to be open, etc., etc. Tell her if she's just stressed, she must be willing now to call them and openly admit all of what she was saying with them was untrue, or this is who she is. She gave you a pleasant fiction when you were alone, and it was easy to hide. Now you see who she chooses to be, who she wants to be. Dump her. Move on. Date Michelle. Date Michelle? Where'd Michelle come from? Oh, one of the OG besties. Yeah. Who, NTA, brother. Am I the astronaut for if you broke up with her after she did this 180? NT freaking A. What do people expect? Yeah. She got too comfy too quick. Too comfy too quick. I'm going to go out on a limb here and also say Sharon has been married before. Sharon's divorced. But she treated her husband like this. This is what ended their marriage. And she was just looking for someone else to take up this role. Take up the same role. And it's not so much of finding the right person. It's finding the person who has the means that she's looking for and is willing to put up with the amount of shit that she wants to give.
Yeah. What we need to provide a guy, a man with resources, who has no backbone. And this is like what society tries to do to men the whole damn time, by the way, right? This is the idea that's sold to men. You just need to sit there. You need to be a good boy. You need to be a nice man. Go out there, work hard, and eventually a woman will like you for you. We don't actually talk about women and what they genuinely find attractive. It's always like, no, just be a good little man, go out there and work a 9 to 5, and then when you're 30, maybe she'll come around and she'll pick you, and you can live happily ever after. But that's not how this works, okay? The men who go out there and they work really hard and they're nice and everything, and they go out there and they do their best to make a woman happy, these are the men who get treated the absolute worst. You know who gets the best side of women? You really want to know who gets the best side of women? Ask women. It's always the guys who are just complete a-holes. Isn't that interesting how that works, okay? The men who get the absolute best side of women, who women will do absolutely anything for, it's always the complete a-holes that they cry and complain about on the internet. Magical stuff, isn't it?
That's all it takes. You clearly are not that. Also, bravo for you, and I'm actually going to green flag you here, OP, because you actually didn't around. You put up boundaries immediately. You're like, hey, you return those freaking golf clubs or I'm calling the cops. That was a boundary. It had consequences attached and you were serious about it and they brought that shit back. It doesn't matter if she threw him. It doesn't matter if she flipped off the camera. That just shows you the kind of people she's friends with. The kind of people she chooses as her inner circle should tell you a lot about who she is. Yeah. I mean, if people change like this, don't stick around. Don't stick around. Don't do it. The problem is that he was 2 years deep into this before he found out who she really was. And I feel like that's a common thing too.
In short, this woman sold you a 30-day free trial. But once you subscribed, you realized the product was trash. Let's be clear. She knew what would happen when you met her group of friends because she's been through this before. These are the kind of women who know that no self-respecting man is going to accept that. They don't want to be wives. They want the ring, the big wedding, but still live like single women. Brother, you were lucky to see her true colors before signing that paper.
Yeah, you know what else they want? They want to be able to rob you when you are done. And this is something that is completely allowed to happen thanks to the government, guys, where women can divorce you and walk away with cash and prizes. This is exactly why, man. Men are really, you know, they don't want to get married because they know that they're going to get completely screwed over. So many women do this. They don't treat it like a marriage. They treat it like some sort of retirement plan where she's going to come after you specifically for your money. But let's continue. I believe we have a little bit of an update here. So let's continue into the next section, shall we?
All right, we have an update. Here's the update to Am I the Astronaut if I break up with my fiance after she showed a startling change of behavior after getting engaged? Sharon's been gone now for an hour. Breakup is official. I have the ring back. I did talk to Michelle via Facebook, and Michelle said she and Octavia were cousins of Sharon, and Michelle also said that she knew the six and didn't care for them. Michelle didn't say much more than that. I did meet Sharon's parents, and they both seemed to like me, and the topic of Michelle and Octavia never came up around them. None of our finances were intermingled yet, but it was planned for later this month, which won't happen. Oh, she pulled this shit before you guys even... Okay.
There you go. That is the reason why she was there. And she thought that she made it to the finish line. Did you guys hear that? Intermingling of the finances. Okay? This is something, guys, please, right? I mean, you can go out there, you can make whatever decisions you want to in your life. But I strongly recommend to you, do not intermingle your finances with another person, especially women, guys. Do not go out there and do it. You will absolutely regret it in the long haul. Be responsible with your own money. Grow your own money. Do not hand over control of your money to somebody else. And by the way, 2 years, I would argue you don't even know this person, man. Women can hold up that crazy mask for longer than 2 years. I mean, I probably could have told you she was crazy because she's looking for marriage this late anyway. But you see my point, guys. This is exactly why she was here. Because she knew that the finances were going to be intermingled. I kid you not.
Have you guys noticed that some of my videos have gone missing over here on YouTube? That is because I am slowly moving them over to locals where I can actually host them without the risk of getting in trouble. If you are not aware, many creators are starting to move over to places like locals, Rumble, etc. because YouTube is not really a free speech platform. So if you are interested in supporting the channel and getting access to videos that are no longer available here, make sure that you come and join us over on locals. The link will be in the video description down below. Supporters get access to their own exclusive videos that are no longer available to the public. So make sure you go to the link in the description and join us over there now. But anyway, guys, back to today's episode.
3 of our mutual friends, Casey, John, and Mike, to be here when Sharon got here. Sharon showed up and was surprised to see that we had company. I said they were here for both of our sakes. Sharon wanted to phone 3 of the 6 to come over to even things out, and I refused, and I used the club theft as a reason. Sharon sat on the couch very dramatically. Wait, hold up. How do you sit on a couch very dramatically? Like a teenager plopping down on the couch? And then asked if I really wanted to make this public. I outright asked why she changed so much after the engagement and why she hid the existence of the 6. Sharon then went in again about how she insulates her inner circle until a partner is vetted. I called BS. I met her.
I like how we called this the inner 6, right? Like it's like an inner council of evil elders. You see what I'm saying? Holy hell, this woman's a psycho, man. She is absolutely a psycho. I think that probably if she revealed these friends to this man beforehand, he probably wouldn't have stuck around, because these are the friends, quote unquote, who will sabotage the relationship, who believe in things like polygamy and open relationships and open marriages and things like this. She knew that these friends were no good for her relationship. She knew that the man wouldn't tolerate it. So what did she do? She introduced him after she thought that he couldn't run away.
Her parents. What's more inner circle than your parents? Sharon tried to deflect, but I wouldn't have it. I pointed out how for the last month, her friends dropping by cost me nearly $500 in wine, which she, by the way, made no attempt to reimburse. I also pointed out that her trying to make me pay for an 8-person dinner bill without asking me first. She again said that she wanted to show how great of a guy I was and how she clearly misjudged me and was disappointed in my attitude.
Yeah, she just wanted to show what a great guy you were by having you pay for everybody without even consulting you first. This is so insulting. And notice how she flips it on him. She says, well, I was just trying to prop you up and make you look like such a guy, but you know, I'm very disappointed in you and your attitude. Like, what the hell is this? The woman was the one who was being disrespectful. She's the one who tried to essentially just steal money from this guy. And now she's playing it off like she was doing him a favor. And now she has the goal to be disappointed. Oh, hell no, man. Oh, hell no. Why don't men want to go on dinner dates anymore? I don't know. No idea whatsoever.
I then asked about the clubs. She tried gaslighting with, you totally said it was okay, remember? And I kept saying, bullshit. Mike piped in. He knew the clubs were a gift from my dad, and I was highly protective of them. He too called BS, and that's when Sharon turned her attention to Mike and John, saying, isn't he getting forgetful lately? Don't you remember when he forgot that one date? And neither was buying it. I finally said that forget postponing the wedding or canceling the engagement. The entire relationship is going to end if she isn't going to be straight with me. Sharon made a very long, exaggerated sigh.
No, you just need to cut off the relationship immediately. You see, man, guys like this, we as dudes, we kind of think, oh, well, I can make this work still. I can continue to go out there and make it work. I can make it work. I'll stick it out. No. There is no sticking this stuff out, man. I see so many dudes put up with such high levels of disrespect, and then they want to stay in the relationship or make it work. Well, I'll just cut off the engagement, and we'll have a discussion about our relationship. No, 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 there is no discussion. There is no marriage, there is no discussion, there is no relationship. What you do is you throw the entire damn woman out. Guys need to put their foot down, man. I'm telling you, so many men are out here putting up with such high levels of disrespect, and they think it's normal. They think that they should have to stick it out. I tell you what, guys, if the man was this disrespectful, do you think women would be sticking out relationships? Do they stick out relationships? Even when men go out there and put in all of their effort into relationships, you guys answer me this. Are women typically willing to stick out relationships? No, they're not. Some of them will, but mostly they're not. I mean, guys, like, so we as men, we're supposed to put up with it? No.
She took the ring off and dropped it on the coffee table. She got up to leave and said, you're never going to find somebody as good as me, and to send her stuff to her apartment. She left, and Casey, John, and Mike were totally stunned. All I could say was, believe me now? We ordered pizza and are waiting for it to arrive now. I am still utterly shocked and confused by Sharon's attitude. I'm sure the heartbreak will come next, but right now I'm just kind of numb. Poor dude. Yeah. And you know what? Seeing this, like going through it, I'm sure is just, he's the worst, because she's this and she gets this too. I'll just start pointing to stuff over here that she's the worst. She was intentionally shitty. She gets a ride all the way to Ascon 1. Here's her ticket. There's the trip. We'll witness it here. There we go. Astronaut's traveling to Ascon 1 to drop her ass off there. It's a one-way ticket. There's not many people to take advantage of on Ascon 1 because they're all assholes too. So have fun there. Have fun with your people. Your 6 are probably all there. So I'd love to have some feedback from Candy Thunder here. Let's have her jump on up. Candy Thunder, come on up. Oh my God, it's Candy Thunder. Also rocking the perfect sweatshirt for tonight.
Gotcha, bitch.
As I always tell all the men who watch my videos, make your boundaries clear and what you're not willing to accept in a relationship. This woman is a manipulative narcissist. At first, she manipulates you by pretending to be the perfect girlfriend, but then she shows her true colors.
Yeah, see, all of this is told immediately. You know why? Women the women who are perfect girlfriends, do you guys think that they're getting to 30 or, 28 years of age and they haven't found a man this entire damn time? Okay, of course they found a man. They have found a man well before this. But these men were never good enough. They'd go out there, they would chase the bad boys, etc., etc. And of course it's going to end badly. This is a woman who's looking for a retirement plan because she's 30 years of age and now she's trying to get married, guys. I mean, you can see this stuff from a mile away. People want to pretend like this doesn't exist, but there are so many women out there who they get married specifically because they view it as a retirement plan. I believe the average age for marriage, isn't it like 31 or something like this? Because women are pushing it back. They think they have all of these options. Well, let's wrap it up and finish this video clip here.
So I think we could say that he got a hole in Ask on One. No, I've been saving that for like 4 minutes.
But wait, he got a hole in Ask on One?
That's what I said. I said it and I don't regret it.
I mean, he had one for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then...
I feel like, one, she played her crazy hand way too early. You don't have someone until you're married, and then you don't really have someone. Because
Right.
if you're going to show up and be an asshole, then they obviously get the choice to leave you. And I don't understand women that act like men are beneath them and are there to serve them. Because that's exactly how she acted. This woman needs to find new friends. She needs to find 6 new people to be her friends because these people are bad influences.
Question for you.
Yes.
No, she just needs to fix herself. And make no mistake, guys, there is no fixing women like this. Oh, she just needs to go and find new friends. She needs to find new influences. No, she needs to be reincarnated, to be honest with you. Just a whole character restart, to be honest. These women are crazy. They will continue to be more and more crazy as they get older. And I personally, I don't want to date them, and I don't want to marry them, as do many men. Guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Peace.